If you have $10, $20, $100, $200, actually that is very small amount of money when it comes to forex trading. But in this video, let me just share 5 important tips that will help you to grow that account, that will help you to make a good amount of money when it comes to forex trading. This is actually the tips that I was using and they actually worked so very much. Let me just know in the comment section if these tips will be helping you, and let me just know where you are watching me from. Let's start with the tip number 1. Tip number 1 is actually I will consider something that we call the leverage. The leverage I will actually be using here will be very important, because if you use 1 to 1000 leverage, that will actually be risking all your amount of capital. If you use a small amount of leverage like 1 to 10, then you will not be able actually to trade in the forex market. So you actually have to select a standard leverage, for example like 1 to 400. That is actually going to be standard when it comes to trading, and that will actually be helping you so much. So 1 to 100, because I know some people contact me and tell me that they are not able to place the trend because they actually went ahead and placed 1 to 50 leverage, that actually not limiting themselves so very much to trend with a small amount of capital, even when the market conditions are actually good. So make sure that you select a standard leverage. For example, 1 to 400 is the one that I actually recommend so very much. Tip number 2. The currencies pair that you actually trade. There are some people who actually have small amount of money, but they end up trading something like silver. When you actually go and trade silver with this small amount of money, actually even the number of spreads actually you just pay is actually very big, and you can actually end up even losing all your account. The silver very volatile, moves so big, and you actually have to, including gold. Gold is very volatile. It can just move, and the moment you blink and your eye just like that, if you have a small account, is actually gone. So it will actually, if you are trading gold, it will actually keep you on the screen, it keep you sweating very much, something that you actually have to avoid. And number 3 is to make sure, number 3 is the time frame that I'll be using here. Some people actually end up using time frame like 4-hour time frame or 1 day time frame, and you have small amount of account and your account is actually very small. You know, when you are actually focusing on the higher time frame, like in the daily time frame, what you'll be seeing in the market that is actually making very big pips, and your account can actually not even reach that level. So yeah, you actually have to look at where the market will be ending, but all your focus will actually be on the lower time frame, like 15-minute time frame. So make sure that you concentrate on something like 15-minute time frame, so that you can capture the small movement the market actually make, and you can just make money out of there. When you focus on 1 day time frame, here you will just be focusing, for example, on 200 pips. You see, these are very big, and sometimes even when you use the smallest losses that you begin by broker, actually you end up blowing your account. So focus on the lower time frame, like 15 and 1 hour time frame. That is where you actually belong. That is where your account actually belong. And tip number 4, which is actually very important here, is when to trade. When to trade is actually very important. Why? Because of spread. You see, your account is more, and you actually have to consider when to trade. So on this scenario, I consider that you trade on the London session, because when you trade, for example, at night or very early in the morning, like 1 a.m. 2 a.m., the spreads are so very high. Spreads are actually very high and very alarming. So you may end up opening position and then being deducted a lot of money going to the spread, and you actually blow your account. So when you trade on the London session, the spread are very low, and when you have small account of account, then you can actually make amount of money. Your account can keep increasing. You know, there's nothing good about the spread when actually very high. So consider trading, for example, when we have London session, that is when the spread are low. When there is volatility, also make sure that you avoid that, because also the spreads are very high. So you actually have to consider when the market is on this level, let's just call it not that volatile and not that not moving, because you end up not making anything. So consider trading when the market is actually cool, but not that cool, and not very high volatile, because you'll be losing all your account. And tip number 5, which is very important, you actually have to consider is the broker that you use, because some brokers will actually be charging you a lot of money, transaction fee, withdrawal fee, sijui what fee and what fee this account has to pay this before even you withdraw your profit, before even you just grow that account, you actually have given a lot of money to that broker. And that's why today I just welcome you to the FX Pesa. If FX Pesa is actually a local broker that you can use, it's regulated, you can use up to 1 to 400 losses. It's just very simple way. It is instant. If you want to withdraw money, it's actually instant and for free, where you can just withdraw your money. You can connect to MT5, you can use the equity to trade in a very simple way. So if you just love these tips, make sure that you leave me a comment down one below and let me just know what do you think about this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.